I'm very high up on a bridge right now, which is mildly terrifying. I'm in one of the smallest countries on the planet, which is also a bit of a tax haven. It's nearly completely mountains. I've come here to ride the longest Alpine roller coaster in the world, but what I've discovered is it's one of the best countries I've ever visited. It's so good. Hopefully you'll come along with me on this journey. So let's start it back at the beginning, back at the airport. It's 4 AM, I'm not a morning person, I don't trust anyone who is. Let's get through the airport and get to the mountains. If that hen do are going to Barcelona, then this whole trip might be off. I might be turning back at the gate. Okay, what's our journey? Well, we're flying from here, London, to Barcelona. You can't fly to Andorra directly because it's tiny and it's in the mountains. And if there's one thing we know, it's that mountain ranges and passenger jets seldom meet successfully. So to Barcelona, and then we get on a coach for 3 or 4 hours. I don't like coaches, to Andorra. The flight from London to Barcelona should take about 2 hours, but we're going on BA, so they will no doubt find a way to bolt at least an hour onto that journey in some creative and destructive way.
We shall commence boarding shortly. Today we will be boarding.
As always, I don't talk to you on the plane because I don't want my fellow passengers thinking I'm a twat. And boom, we're in Barcelona. BA got me here, which, to be honest, by BA standards is as much as you can hope for. I have been on BA flights where if they crashed, the crash wouldn't even have been the worst bit of the flight. We've got to sort out where we're going to get this coach from. I could ask directions from someone, but I'm a middle-aged man and it will be a cold day in hell before I bow down to someone else's local knowledge. We have a winner. I may have asked someone for directions, but we don't need to go into that now. I can't see our coach, but we are a bit early. We can breathe a sigh of relief. There is a toilet. My bladder is healthy, but whenever I get told that I cannot go for a wee absolutely for 3 or 4 hours, then all of a sudden I need a wee. Whereas if I've got the option to go for a wee, I don't need a wee. I'm getting old, come on. We are in Andorra. I didn't even think about that. They're not in Schengen, so yeah, you get your passports checked on the coach. And we're in Andorra! I don't know how much of the coach journey I showed you, because there were a few kids on there. It took about 3.5 hours to get here, but the first hour of that spent weaving around Barcelona picking people up. It's absolutely beautiful, it really is. I don't know whether the camera is sort of picking up the scale of it, but yeah, lovely. Oh, as the recycling gets emptied into the glass bin over there. One of the big things I needed to sort before getting to Andorra, as the river crashes away next to me, was my mobile phone, because Andorra is one of those places, not part of Spain, not part of France, not part of any EU roaming package, where you can come and you can just use your phone, watch a bit of YouTube, check Facebook, and run up a phone bill of hundreds of pounds because of data. So when I travel, I use an app called Airalo, which I'm sure a lot of you have heard me talk about before, but they are absolutely brilliant. Airalo, the link is in the description down below. When you travel somewhere, it allows you to buy quickly and easily eSIMs with local data plans to where you're going, so you save a fortune on using your phone. It's absolutely brilliant. They've got over 20 million customers, they cover over 200 countries and regions. When you download an eSIM, you activate it with a couple of buttons, you keep the same number, you use your phone as normal, you can track how much data you're using, you can top it up if needed. You just don't need to worry. I've worked with Airalo for a long time, and I've used them for even longer, and it was me messing up on data roaming in Dubai quite a while ago and running up a phone bill of £120 in an afternoon simply by streaming a football match that made me start getting involved with them. They're brilliant. And if you download Airalo using the link and then put in code PHIL3 at checkout, they put a few dollars in your account because they're good people. There we go, that's an ad read. It wasn't too bad, was it? We got through it together. Let's go check out this hotel. Well, this seems okay. Let me spin you around and I'll give you the tour. Two single beds pushed together. I did book sort of a single room, that's what I asked for, but they only had twin rooms. I'll let you guess how much you think it's going to be, but it all seems absolutely fine. Room service, 2 cup chairs with a little table to put your beer on or whatever. View out onto the river. Fridge thing over there, bin, television, minibar? No, but it's just a fridge and it's on, so that's fine. That's all I ask for. I like it. Like I say, when I tell you the price, I think you'll be quite happy. Extra bedding, loads. I'll hang my stuff up in a minute. Then the bathroom. Oh wow, okay. Oh, there I am. Hello. Towels. It's a bit like your granny's bathroom, isn't it? Kind of this sort of colour. Sort of everybody's grandparents when I was young either had this colour in their bathroom or they had like a sort of a green colour. I'm sure someone will remember the toilet sort of hidden in a way in the same sort of oldie-worldy brown, and then the bidet looking out onto the river. That, I won't get into the position. Will I get into the position? I can open the window. Oh, I won't do any of that. Oh, look at it. Oh, look at this. We can open the shutter. And then you've got the bidet, so you can wash yourself while imagining yourself washing in the river. That's pretty cool, but the main road is just up there. So, yeah, I'll bring that down, actually, I think. I will bring that down. But let's talk about the price. It is, for all of this, £60 a night. 60 quid a night at the current exchange rate. So the plan is I'm just going to get all my stuff sorted, have a shower, freshen up and change, and then we will work out how. The guy on reception wasn't particularly helpful when it came to transport. He just gave me an app which seemed to be a bus timetable. I've had enough of buses for today. We're going to work out how to get along to the capital, Andorra the Ancient it translates to, that's what we're calling. Okay, so this is where we are, Sant Julia Naturland, where we're going tomorrow with the long Alpine coaster. That's there, we'll worry about that later. And then down that road over there, which is this direction here, is Andorra La Vella, which is the capital, but it's only about 5 kilometres along the road. Yeah, there's a bit of money floating around Andorra. It's got that vibe. Felt the same when I was in Monaco. I'm sorry, what? It's 46 cents for a Sprite or 49 cents for a Heineken. I like Andorra. And we've been here 10 minutes. I like Andorra. 12-pack of Estrella for €5. You join me a substantial amount of time later, about 45 minutes later, because I've just lost the will to live signing up to all the various apps within Andorra for public transport and taxis. The issue is they have their own apps here, but there's only about 85,000 people, 90,000 people, so it's not like there's sort of a ton of research and development that's gone into them. And also when you try putting your payment methods through for the apps, which you have to buy tickets for the bus or pay for taxis, the banks back in the UK obviously see Andorra as well, it's not a tax haven officially, but come on, let's be honest, it is a tax haven. And it's kind of, it keeps itself to itself, a bit like Monaco and other things. So it sort of flags up and you've got to go through all the fraud checks and everything like that. They don't take American Express either. So if you come to Andorra, just allow plenty of time on arrival to set up both the app for the bus and the app for the taxis. Right, there goes the bus there. And this is what the app looks like. I hope that I'm not showing any of my personal details on it. It's like Uber, but it's not. And then the buses, they take an app as well. There is only one main road that runs through the whole country. There's all the mountain roads that come off it, but the buses just keep going up and down it all day long. Should have got a bus. I regret that. Well, having said that, if I got the bus, I'd probably regret getting the bus.
Then they speak French and Spanish and English. Yeah, I mean, here and in schools we learn Catalan, Spanish, French, and English.
Don't know how the roads work. I don't know how the roads work. Do we go? Thank you. Cheers. Thank you very much. Well, the taxi driver was brilliant. He was half Andorran and half Australian. God knows how his parents met. But he gave me the lowdown on a walk to do this evening. I don't think he fully understood when I said beer and food. He seemed to keep going on about history and beauty. But we can worry about that tomorrow when we're not fighting the light. I should probably have said we are in the highest capital city in the whole of Europe. We're roughly about 1,000 metres, 3,300 foot for our American and Daily Mail reading friends, above sea level. It's incredibly high. We're higher than nearly all the mountains we have in the UK. It is absolutely stunning. And there's money here, serious money. The taxi driver told me that over 80% of the people who live in Andorra are foreigners, are from outside, and they move here for one reason: tax. They pretend they move here for other reasons, but like Monaco, oh, it's the weather, oh, it's the... No, it's tax. Oh, look at this, absolutely beautiful. And there's a sign over there saying rooftop bar. Should we go have a look? I need food more than I need a drink. I like it. I'd sooner move here than Monaco or Dubai. I mean, I'd rather stay in the UK. I'd just pay my taxes like a decent human being. Oh, hello. Can I sit down? Oh, bit of a language barrier, I can't lie. I don't speak any Catalonian. I've ordered a big beer at 10 euros. Let's see what comes. Cocktails are 12 euros. Look at this. Right in the valley. So 2 bits of admin. It does get incredibly cold in the evening because we're very high up, so when the sun drops, so does the temperature. Bear that in mind if you're coming. The second is, the shopping here is unbelievable. There's all the luxury shops, massive shopping malls, because the sales tax is 4.5%. By European standards, that's virtually nothing. So people come from France and Spain. I'm not going to haul you around the luxury shops because you don't want to see them, I don't want to go into them. We'll let them be. This is so much more substantial than what I thought a country with 90,000 people would be like. Money, 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 money. Well, that was absolutely sensational. Quattro formaggi pizza, cheesecake and a beer, which I know when you're in your mid-40s is as dangerous as base jumping, but it was brilliant. 23 euros for the lot. Oh, this is so cute. Look at this absolute little hooligan here. Stone Island and Montclair. We're coming to Excalibur tomorrow night. I don't care. Okay, we're at the edge of the capital now, but there's an estate agent over here, so let's see what's what. Yeah, okay, it's straight up money. So with square meters, you basically times it by 11 for the square footage. So this is 1,100 square foot, 2 bedrooms, 740,000 euros. You can get out into the hills and get this, which will obviously be about 3,200 square foot with 3 bedrooms, nearly 2 million euros. So yeah, but nothing at all like Monaco prices. God, I wish I was making YouTube videos when I was in Monaco last year. Maybe we'll have to go back together. They do have a Clark's. Look at that. Clark's has cracked Andorra. Good luck to them. This looks unbearable, but we will venture in for one. Come on, you don't get this on other YouTube channels. The bowling alley and pool hall of a tax haven in the middle of Europe where the youngsters are hanging out. If you don't already, please hit subscribe. It would mean the world. I know about 40% of you regularly watch these videos, but you haven't hit subscribe. So it doesn't cost you anything. Just hit that. But hit the like button, definitely, if you're watching. That's very easy to do. Leave a comment about anything that enters your mind. And please, if you can, hit that hype button. I still don't know what the hype button does. We did really well on the last one. And it killed distribution on the post. But let's give it another go. Yeah, so just basically hit all the buttons, but subscribe. There's a casino over there. I'm going to see how much a drink is for the benefit of the short form. I might have to reunite with you on the other side though. Brilliant, that's where we started. We've done a full lap of the capital, and there goes a lovely Porsche. Well, maybe not quite a full lap. There's a little bit off over there and a little bit off over there, but that's mainly residential. We have walked around the sort of the main hub of it, and it's the size of a large market town in the UK. Nowhere near a city in the UK, but a large market town. Right, let's see what this costs. It was 15 euros on the way up. What do you reckon this is going to cost? No, tomorrow I'm at Naturland. Yeah. So a taxi with a meter on the same journey was only 10 euros. The Uber type app that they have on the way out was 15 euros. 10 euros for that journey. Really good. Back to the hotel. The pub over there seems to have karaoke going on, so it would be rude not to just call in and support a small business for a drink. There's the hotel there. Thank the sweet Mother Mary and Joseph that they're all done with that, because there was no point in me going up to bed because they were over there and my bedroom is just up there. So anyway, we can go to bed now. Oh my God, I nearly forgot to say goodnight to you because I'm so exhausted. We've got a mad busy one tomorrow, so I'll see you in the morning, which for me is about 7.5 hours away, but for you is now. And are you excited for Naturland? Yes, I am too. I am in activewear. I've packed a little rucksack full of all sorts of other bits of activewear because I don't know how high up we're going, I don't know how cold it's going to be, and I don't know what we're going to do after that. So yeah, I've covered all eventualities. You've got active fill today, but let me show you something really cool. You can tell a lot about a country by how wide it lets you open windows in hotels. And in Andorra, they go all the way, and this is not high, and then out we go. Oh, wowee. So yeah, no health and safety nanny in this little tax haven. Not a tax haven for legal reasons, but you know what I mean. So in my £60 a night, I didn't get breakfast. I could add breakfast on, but it was quite a lot more. I think it was about 16, 17 euros a night to add it on, so I didn't bother. I'm not big on breakfast, you know that. The reason why I made the joke there about not a tax haven, not a tax haven, is because I think it was in 2010, 2011, Andorra got cleared sort of legally of being recognised globally as a tax haven, but it is. I don't know how that list, so like the Cayman Islands is definitely a tax haven. Andorra no longer is. I don't know how that list is put together, but they're not on the naughty list. But there's a lot of multi-millionaires here for somewhere that ain't a tax haven. Right, that's kind of my plan out the window. This is a tourist information place and it's shut. This is where we're going. it's 8k away and it's up the side of a mountain, and that's what we're going to be doing. So we can't really walk that. Right, I was hoping I'd come here and they would give me a plan, but it looks like we're booking a taxi. Because there isn't a bus that goes up. I've been to the website of Naturland and there definitely ain't a bus. There's a Naturland car. I don't know whether we can get into that. But no, I think it's staff. So good news and bad news. The good news is the taxi coming to get us is Dylan, who I was with last night and built up quite a rapport with. Half Aussie, half Andorran. God knows how his parents met. The bad news is he's not going to be here, according to the app, for 18 minutes. And I'm due to be at Naturland in about 18 minutes. So I'm hoping that my slot on the roller coaster thing, it's not that busy and it will be okay. We're in the hands of Dylan now. He served us okay last night. While we're waiting, let's do some admin. Naturland was 42 euros to get into, so if I forget to tell you, that's how much it was. 42 euros. You have free reign of the place, but you do have to book a time slot to do the Tubotronc, the Alpine coaster. I booked it for annoyingly early, so I'm not sure whether we're going to be there for that slot. Everything else, like the zip lines and everything like that, I think you just do them when you want, but we will discover together. Oh, it's beautiful. You're used to all of this, aren't you? You don't even look at it. It's...
No,
I woke up this morning and thought I might walk up here. Oh my day. There goes my man, and here we are, Naturland. Oh, this is exciting. Now I need to go and beg forgiveness for being late. Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad I didn't walk up here. Taxi was fine. It's not that busy, so we can go on the Tubotronc whenever we want, but you get one ride in your ticket price. At busy times, you book your time slot, and your time slot is your time slot. You get what you get, and you don't get upset. Now, the two things I need to think about are clothing, because we're a long way up and it is cold, and it's going to get even colder as we get higher, and filming, because I need to strap another camera on me so you can see what's going on. But they do say no cameras, so we will see what's going on. I will speak to you again in a second. Okay, I'm now communicating with you through another camera, through an action camera, so it's going to look a little bit different. I'm a bit nervous because they say absolutely no filming at all on the Tubotronc. Yeah, the idea is I'm going to hide this camera, the one that you're now on, about my person and hope for the best. If I seem a bit nervous, it's because I am. This was the whole point of the trip, to go on the Tubotronc, so if they say no filming anywhere near it, I've got a problem. I really do, but it's fine. Also, once we're on the Tubotronc, if you notice that the quality of the video is unbelievable, it's because I've worked all of the settings right up, frame rate and everything. I can't film like that normally because it gets to a battery about every 10 minutes. Right, let's have a look. What am I going to do? Hello, English? Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Right, hello again, dear viewer. I'm hoping that you're picking this up. Basically, they are very, very strict about filming of any kind, but I think it's mainly they don't want people focusing on filming and not focusing on controlling the toboggan and having a horrendous crash. We're now being pulled to the top, which takes 12 minutes. I hope that you can see this. I can't really flip the camera around too much because you're strapped to my chest, just where you've always wanted to be. I'm really hoping this footage comes out. You join me about 6 minutes later and we are still going up. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's definitely 12 minutes to the top. Right, I think this is the last bit. That's number one. So we should get a lecture in a minute. I'm going to turn you off for that. Oh my God. I hope you can see this. I just got given a lecture. Oh my God. Oh, jeepers. Okay, right. So I got told how the brakes work. And they do work. Oh wow, we are so far up. Oh jeepers creepers, got 5.5 kilometers of this to go. Woohoo! Sorry, I'm screaming like a Taylor Swift fan. Ah, brakes all the way off. Let's go. I'm gonna brake a little bit here. No, oh my God. Whoa, yeah. Now I'm a bit concerned because there were some hoodlum looking teenagers behind me, and I'm nervous they're going to catch up and shaft into my back, if you know what I mean. Oh my god. Oh, hey! Oh, this is a big one here. I'm braking a bit there. Oh my god, I should have braked. Oh, I'm braking. I'm braking. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, it's saying slow again there. The thing is with where it says slow, oh, that put the brakes on automatically. It gave me a bit of brake there, I think. I think that slowed, yeah. With how quick it goes when they tell you not to brake, when they tell you to brake, you've got to listen, I think. Oh, it's saying slow again. So, yeah, just over 5.5 kilometres, which is about 3.5 miles. From 2,000 metres up, 6,000 foot up, down to, well, a couple of thousand feet up. Oh, I'm caught up with someone. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. I'm obviously going much quicker than them. I'm obviously way ballsier than them. Oh, I might slow down a little bit because I don't want to. Let's slow down a little bit. Right, I'm just going to give them a bit of space. Oh, I'm a bit annoyed that we've caught up with them. I'm going much quicker. I'm braver than them, I think. So the way the contraption works is if you take your hands off the levers, it does just brake, it stops. So it's quite safe. Well, I say, I've only got a tiny seatbelt coming over me. You could get thrown out, but I guess that's what these nets are for. Right, oh Jesus. It's a long way down. Oh, I should have braked there, I wasn't paying attention. That's the way we came up. Levers all the way forward. Oh no, I'm catching up with them. They really are taking it easy. Oh, now thankfully there's no sign of the hoodlums behind me. Oh, this is so boring. If you get stuck behind someone slow. Oh, I'm glad we got a bit of a run without being stuck behind them. Right, it says brake here. That means he's going to come to a stop. There we go. Hey! Oh, it is brilliant. It is absolutely brilliant. And then we've caught up with this light again. Oh! There's someone going up. I don't know, again, I don't know whether you can see him. God knows what you can see. Ah, here we go. It looks like we're back down the bottom now, which is a concern, because how am I going to do this with the camera? What am I going to do about the camera? Oh, jeepers creepers. I need to do my jacket up and hide the camera. Okay, hang on. Damn it. Slow, 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 slow. Slow. Oh, it's sort of controlling us now. It's controlling us. Right, and there's a man up here. Right, I've got all these kids behind me. Right. Right, how much of that did you see? I don't know. There's lots of people arriving now, so we got on the Tubotronc at the right time. I've just checked the camera and it appears you did see everything, so I am so relieved. Okay, this is annoying. The forest line looks closed, but I don't know whether it's just because there's no one on it or not. This is the forest line, this metal bar. You get harnessed in and then you bounce down it. There's no one up there. It's a long old hack up here and it appears to be shut. And if the footage looks a bit different to normal, you're still on the action cam, okay? There's no one here. Damn it. Oh, I've just come all the way up here. There it all is. You get harnessed in here and then you bounce down. It's one of the longest forest lines in the world as well. I'm going to have to go back down and ask. That's annoying. I wanted to do that. Hey! Oh, sorry. Right, we're now back on the usual camera. I've got to be honest, I'm going to say this quietly. Natureland does rely on the Tubotronc. Those prices don't strike me as too bad, considering it is such a captive audience. Sausages cooking, Heineken available. Just to confirm to you guys, there is a lot for children to do. They've got their own aerial walkway, their own zip lines, there's archery going on and various other bits and pieces. But as always, I'm not going to show it to you because I'm not putting other people's kids on camera front and centre. I hope you understand that. Right, I am going to do this, I think, but there's no way I can film it because you're harnessed up. There's also quite a long queue because there's nothing else open. It's starting to get much busier now. The cars are arriving at pace. So if you come to Natureland, just get here for the start of the day, 10 o'clock, go straight on the Tubotronc, because otherwise, if you get caught behind slow people on the Tubotronc, oh, that will just be the whole experience ruined. Let's do the maze quickly, come on. Oh, which way are we going? Oh, here we go, we're out. We're out. We live to do another maze. Apart from the Tubotronc and the forest line, which at the moment is annoyingly shut, Natureland is for kids. You can come as a parent and have a great time on the stuff, but yeah, the Tubotronc is the main event. That's where they make the money. The little carts look absolutely naff. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be critical of their beautiful attraction, but they do look absolutely naff. I lead it like a dog up the hill. God, I'm excited. Are you excited? I better tie the camera onto my wrist actually for this. There's no one saying I can't film. Oh, he's off. Forward. And, oh God, I'm off. Oh my God. Whey! Oh, what a rush. Please let me know in the comments if you think €42 for this is good value. I think it is, just because of the Tubotronc and how unique that is. And while you're down there, please hit like. And of course, please download Airalo. It's genuinely a really useful app. I've worked with them for a long time. I've used them for years. They're brilliant for when you travel. And then when you do travel, use code PHIL3 at checkout and you'll get $3 off your eSIM as well. I'm sorry to drill you with the advert, but I genuinely love them and they're brilliant. Oh, here we go. This is a fantastic map. So here's the 1600, which is sort of everything we've seen and done. And then the 2000, which you have to get a shuttle bus up to. It takes a long time. There's not a lot up there other than mountain biking and pony trekking, and that's where the Tubotronc goes to, but you instantly swing round and come back down again. Obviously we're in the Pyrenees, it's all very seasonal, so go to the website and it has a calendar for the year of what activities are open and when. Right, I can't show you much because of kids, but they've opened the airbag thing that you can jump off and into, and that's pretty much everything open apart from the forest line. And I've just asked, and they're not opening the forest line today because of maintenance, but there's a thing up at elevation 2000 called the Bobcat, which is kind of the same but smaller and kids can do it, and there's a zip wire, but again, we've got the idea. I'm not going to be able to film going on that because again, you're in full harness and everything. A taxi's on its way. We're going to go to the other side of Andorra to hopefully go across a very scary looking sort of metal rope bridge thing, and there's a platform that darts out across a ravine that we will have a look at together, so don't touch that dial. That is very cool. There are various routes up, and you can even go to the summit of this particular mountain, which is 2,600 metres. I think that's about 8,500 foot, which is double our highest mountain in the UK. So to this Brit, that's very, very high. Where you're watching, you might just think that's a foothill. Here's Dylan. Oh, look at that. So you don't think anything of that because you drive under this all the time, don't you? So, but to me, that's really cool.
It goes further up.
Oh, it's tobacco?
Yep.
That's tobacco?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, they harvested.
Wow. Wow. Well, that's my driver Dylan, all done for the day. I don't think I can remember the last time when I drove across pretty much an entire country for about 40 quid. Jeepers creepers. Look at that, nothing's free. €6. Hello, English? A little bit. Oh, there we go. Oh, wow, okay. Wow. Oh, wow, okay. Okay, right. No, no, oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I don't know whether the camera is doing... Oh, jeepers. Oh, wow. So what's happening is I'm looking through the viewfinder on the camera and thinking, oh, it's not that bad. And then I take my eyes away from the viewfinder and realise we are high up. The glass is too dirty to really give the effect of what it should be doing, but oh god, yeah, it does kind of make a point. So the vertical drop off the end of the platform is 500 metres, which is really quite a decent height. Before I was making the YouTube videos, I went to the 152nd floor to the Armani lounge in the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, which I think was about 580 metres. That made me feel quite uneasy. I didn't like that. That wasn't too bad because I think you've got the other mountains much higher around you, whereas at the Burj Khalifa it's just desert in one direction and sea in the other. Okay, situation update. This is embarrassing. I really messed up. The way you come up to this viewpoint and the bridge that we're going to, you're supposed to, you buy a ticket in town and there is a shuttle bus included in that ticket price that drops you off at the bridge and brings you up here, takes you back down. I didn't know that. The taxi driver just powered me up here, but I've now spoken to the bus driver who's just sitting having a break. He didn't seem particularly happy about me bothering him, and using broken French, he has agreed, now I've bought a ticket for the bridge, to take me down with everybody else, drop me off there. So jobs are good. I don't need to walk down 2 miles of weaving road with supercars and motorbikes flying up them. Anyway, on another note, look how pretty that is. Well, I'll tell you one thing, if I'd come down that road on foot, then you'd never be seeing this video. What a lovely house. I wonder what the view is like. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know whether you can see in the middle, but I think there's someone about to do a bungee jump. I mean, it would be a wasted opportunity to not do bungee jumps off a bridge like that, wouldn't it? I am so glad that we came here. Look at this. There you go, wowee. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Hello. I don't want to sound like Johnny Big Balls, but this is fine. This is okay. Okay, yeah, it moves a little bit. The camera is now tied to my wrist, so I will put you out over the edge. I'm dangling you there. I have your very existence in my hands. Let's go down and see what the bungee jumping is going on. The issue is the bridge is so well built that it takes all fear out of it. I mean, yes, you've got the fear of the height and sort of possibly toppling over the edge, but the actual structure itself is completely full of integrity. That's it, there's the bridge. That's a great shot, isn't it? Even if I do say so myself.
Vale, empezamos la cuenta, ¿vale? Ok, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, vamos, vamos, vamos.
Ooh. In that group there are some full-on panic attacks happening, so I didn't have the camera rolling for that. They have enough going on in their lives at this particular moment. That's a ski slope up there. That's a ski slope up there. I don't know whether you can see it, and also this isn't the right bus. I just got on it though because I want to get back into town. Okay, this is Canillo, another immaculate Andorran town, but the problem is it's at the wrong end of the country to where I want to be, so we're not going to hang around. We got a right result with the coach there. There's a swimming pool and leisure centre. I don't really want to be here. I don't know whether you can see that. That's where, that's the platform we were up on. I've booked a taxi, it's 15 minutes away. I would suggest that if you're coming here, especially if there's a group of you or a family or whatever, then maybe just hire a car at Barcelona airport, drive up here, have the car for while you're here, and then drive back. I wouldn't normally suggest hiring a car, but I think it might make sense.
20 is very... I don't like 20.
What do you watch English football? Do you watch Manchester City, do you?
No.
No. That was a tough taxi ride. He was lovely. He was so nice, and it's just because it's been a long day, but he wanted to practice his English, and we've all been in that position before. But it's fine. Nice guy, but it was a long half an hour. I'm just going to figure out what we're going to do tonight. So I thought about going for a little ride on the bus to sort of say that I've done it and show you what's what for, you know, a minute or two. But I cannot get the bus ticketing app to work at all, and you have to have a ticket in advance on the app. They're only €1.90, so quite cheap to get from here down to the capital. But yeah, I mean, that's only 15 minutes. But anyway, yeah, so that's a failure. I don't think St Julia has the same glitz and glamour as the capital, which is like 10 minutes up the road. So this is what I was talking about on Airalo. You buy a package and it tells you how much data and time you've got left, and you can just top it up easily if needed when you're traveling. It's brilliant. It's so good. Oh my days, I've remembered. I promised you something. I will not let you down.
Where are you going now?
You're going to laugh at me if I tell you. I'm going to go to Excalibur. Do you know Excalibur?
Excalibur.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
He said it's one of the better places to eat. So, oh my God, it's busy. I don't know whether we're going to get a table. It's busy in there. No, he doesn't even have a table for one person. But I said, can I wait? How long will it be? He said about half an hour. I said, that's fine. I'll grab a beer outside. He took my beer. Didn't write anything down. Didn't write my name down. Didn't write my beer order. Didn't write anything down. And said, yeah, you can sit outside and wait. Is there anything more triggering than that? It does remind me of the Cable Guy a little bit. Is that too much of a niche reference? Don't get me started on that. Well, I can't lie, that wasn't great. Is it the worst steakhouse and pub I've been to in the last few years? No, that title would belong to the...
The minimum it's 225,000.
Wow. I will see you in the morning, which for me is about 8 hours away, but for you is now. And it's the morning, and I've absolutely bottled it. Late last night, I had a hell of a dilemma, and I'm going to be super intrigued to find out what you would have done in the same situation. Let's get out of the room and I'll explain. The hotel was absolutely fine. At £60 for a night at the current exchange rate, it was okay. I mean, I probably wouldn't go there for a honeymoon or sort of a 50th wedding anniversary, and there ain't no spa, but just for a functional bed and a warm room, then yeah, good. Now the dilemma was, the coaches go every 3 hours, and I have one which would have got me to the airport 1 hour 45 minutes before my flight. And bearing in mind it's a 3.5 hour coach journey across Catalonia and then all around Barcelona, so an hour and 45 minutes before the flight. I've bottled it and I'm getting the one that gets me 3 hours before that, so it'll be a long old wait at the airport. But if I'd got the other one, there would have been no room for error. Absolutely anything happening on that coach at all, or in Barcelona, and the flight would get hairy quickly. What would you have done? Would you have just shown up an hour and 45 minutes and had full faith in the coach being perfectly on time, or would you play it safe like your dear narrator? And to be honest, the weather is not great today, so 3 hours of just walking around quite a small town for a little bit of hashtag content, I don't think would have been worth it anyway.
No, but those people that say
I've got to be honest, I get off every coach journey I take kind of hoping it's going to be the last coach journey I ever have to take in my life, but I know that it isn't. No drama at all on the journey over here, and we still arrived half an hour late, so if I'd got the coach after that one, yeah, we would have been pushing it on time. I didn't want the stress, so yes, I've got to sit around for about 2.5 hours longer than I need to, but at least I'm here and I'm relaxed. I'm sure you've all let me know in the comments which option you would have taken. It was €30 each way, €60 return. So if you can get to Barcelona Airport, Andorra is not an expensive place to get to. Barcelona is a nice airport. They've even got a Victoria's Secrets for your mum. We get to go through passport control. So that took me an hour to get through passport control, and the amount of people who are messing this up at the big European airports now. You come in through security, you have all of the lovely shops and everything like that we can see down there, but then because the UK is effectively a third-party country now, we won't go into that, you need to go through passport control. People wait for the gate to be called, by which time you might not have it. So the amount of people who are stressed and having to run. So top tip, big European airports, as soon as you get through security, come over to the other side of passport control, and yes, the shops are more rubbish, but we are where we are. As always, I'm not going to talk to you on the plane itself because I don't want my fellow passengers thinking I'm a twat.
You may continue to use any handheld electronic devices.
It was suggested to me by a few people on the plane that I'm too rude about British Airways when I travel with them. So, yeah, I can safely say if I was worth £100 billion, I would still travel BA economy. I wouldn't have a private jet or travel first class. That would be how I travel. Best airline I've ever travelled with. Brilliant.
Please board your pod for pod parking station.
Andorra then, I absolutely loved it, and I would suggest that you try and visit that. I don't think I've given such a ringing endorsement of anywhere I've been for a YouTube video yet. If you're towards the north of Spain or the south of France, then call in. The downsides are you can't get a train there, and it's a long way from either Toulouse or Barcelona airports. You've got to get the coach for a few hours, and no one wants to be doing that. But it's cheap. It's clean, it's safe, it's friendly, bit of a language barrier, but that's no problem. Beautiful scenery, and lots to do, because there were a few bits and pieces that I didn't have time to do. So, yeah, Andorra, 10 out of 10. Well, maybe not 10 out of 10, but 9 out of 10. I don't think we can just go handing out 10 out of 10s willy-nilly. And a massive thank you for watching. All that's left for me to do is to try and remember where the hell I've parked, and all that's left for you to do is hit subscribe if you haven't already. My face should be appearing somewhere on the screen for you just to click if you need to. I will see you next time on the next journey, which I'm already looking forward to, but I don't know where it's going to be. So I'll see you then, wherever it may be. That was a clumsy end, but see ya.